Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have to tell you, folks, something about this whole Cassius story just doesn't sit right with me. After watching General Hospital for all these years, I've learned that when the WSB tells everyone a story, I start looking for the story they don't want us to hear. That's exactly why Liesl showing up at Anna's apartment caught my attention. In my eyes, that wasn't just a grieving mother asking for help. That looked like a woman who refuses to accept a convenient answer until she uncovers the truth herself. The way I see it, Liesl isn't asking Anna for a favor because she's helpless. She's asking because Anna knows the WSB better than almost anyone alive. If there's one person who understands how secrets disappear, how reports get rewritten, and how people can vanish without a trace, it's Anna Devane. That alone makes this meeting feel much bigger than a simple conversation. I can't help thinking Liesl wants answers that nobody else is willing to chase. What makes this even more interesting is Liesl's painful history with Britt. I still remember how everyone believed Britt had died after the hook attack, only for the shocking truth to surface years later. Corrupt WSB agents led by Ross Cullum had secretly saved her, treated her, and then turned her life into a nightmare by keeping her under their control. After living through something like that, why would Liesl blindly believe Cassius is really gone? Honestly, I wouldn't either. From where I'm sitting, Vaughn telling Nina that Cassius is dead isn't enough proof. We've seen too many fake deaths, hidden operations, and classified missions over the years. Around Port Charles, a body can disappear, records can be altered, and suddenly everyone is expected to move on. As the old saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. If the WSB is pushing one official version of events this hard, I can't help wondering what they're trying so desperately to keep buried. What really keeps my mind spinning is the fact that Ross Cullum may be gone, but his influence may not be. Organizations like the WSB don't simply erase every loyal follower overnight. Liesl knows that better than anyone. If there were agents willing to protect Cullum before, who's to say there aren't others still carrying out old orders behind closed doors? That's a possibility I just can't ignore. Then there's the biggest red flag of them all. We're hearing that Cassius's death is the official cover story, personally directed by Z, a man whose true role inside the WSB remains hidden from almost everyone, including Jocelyn herself. The more I think about that, the more suspicious it becomes. Whenever powerful people start controlling the narrative, instead of revealing the facts, I start believing the truth is still out there waiting to be uncovered. And if anyone is stubborn enough to keep digging until she finds it, my money is on Liesl. The more I sit with this storyline, the more convinced I become that Anna is exactly the person Liesl needed to turn to. I've watched Anna fight impossible battles for years, and one thing has always stood out to me. She never gives up just because someone powerful tells her to stop digging. If anything, that only makes her more determined. That's why I wasn't surprised to hear that she fought through every obstacle imaginable to uncover the truth about Cassius's existence. To me, that isn't just another investigation. That's Anna Devane doing what she has always done best, following the evidence instead of following the crowd. When I heard that Anna returned from Switzerland, carrying the letter she discovered inside Cesar Faison's old cabin, I immediately felt like this wasn't some random piece of paper tossed into the story for dramatic effect. General Hospital has a long history of hiding enormous secrets inside ordinary objects. A photograph, a diary, an old recording, or a forgotten letter has often changed the direction of an entire storyline. This letter from Madeline Reeves to Caesar could be one of those game-changing discoveries. I can't help but imagine Anna standing inside that quiet cabin, surrounded by memories of one of the most dangerous men Port Charles has ever known. A place like that doesn't just hold old furniture and dusty books. It holds ghosts. Every room probably reminded her of the years Caesar manipulated everyone around him. Yet, instead of letting those memories distract her, Anna focused on what mattered. She searched every corner until she found something worth bringing home. That's the kind of patience and determination that separates Anna from so many other investigators. What fascinates me even more is that Liesl wasn't looking for Anna to explain whether Cassius was alive. She already had that answer because Cassius himself told her the truth while they were both prisoners alongside Jocelyn. That completely changes the emotional weight of their meeting. Liesl isn't searching for information anymore, she's searching for validation. There's a huge difference between the two. Sometimes knowing the truth is the easy part. convincing other people to believe it is where the real battle begins. I think Liesl understands that better than anyone. She knows how easy it is for the WSB to erase records, create false reports, and convince the world that someone is dead, even when they're still breathing somewhere in the shadows. She's lived through enough lies to recognize the pattern. That's exactly why Anna matters so much here. Anna has spent decades inside and around intelligence agencies. She knows how classified operations work. She knows how files disappear overnight. She knows how agents are instructed to repeat the same carefully crafted story until everyone accepts it as fact. If Liesl is going to convince anyone that something isn't adding up, Anna's probably the only person who won't dismiss her as a grieving mother chasing false hope. And here's something that really sticks with me. Anna has always trusted evidence, but she's also learned to trust her instincts. Those instincts have saved her life more times than I can count. If her experience tells her that something feels wrong about Cassius's reported death, she's not the type of person to ignore that feeling. She'll quietly start asking questions, connecting names, revisiting old reports, and looking for the tiny details everyone else overlooked. That's usually when Anna becomes the most dangerous person in the room. I also think there's a strong possibility that Anna still has friends inside the WSB who haven't been corrupted. Organizations like the WSB are rarely completely good or completely bad. Even after everything Ross Cullum did, I find it hard to believe every single agent followed his agenda willingly. Somewhere inside that organization, there have to be people who are still trying to do the right thing. If anyone knows how to reach those people without exposing them, it's Anna. What makes this situation especially heartbreaking is how much personal history both women bring into it. Liesl isn't doubting Cassius's death because she's refusing to accept reality. She's doubting it because reality has already betrayed her once before. I still think about everything she endured with Britt. Imagine believing your daughter died in your arms, carrying that grief for years, and then discovering that corrupt WSB operatives secretly rescued her, revived her, and forced her into a life she never chose. That kind of betrayal changes a person forever. Once you've experienced something that unbelievable, every official report becomes questionable. Every announcement of someone's death feels incomplete until you've seen undeniable proof with your own eyes. Anna understands that feeling better than almost anyone. She traveled all the way to that clinic in France because every instinct told her Cesar Faison was somehow still alive and continuing to terrorize her. She followed clues that other people dismissed, refusing to let go of what she believed. In the end, the truth was more complicated than she imagined, because it wasn't Caesar behind everything. It was Ross Cullum manipulating events from behind the curtain. I've always believed that some of the best General Hospital stories aren't built around explosions or shocking arrests. They're built around trust. Watching two women who once viewed each other as enemies slowly become allies feels genuine because life works that way. Sometimes the people who understand your pain the most are the ones who once stood across from you. As I look ahead, I honestly think this partnership could become one of the strongest emotional stories on the canvas. Anna brings experience, patience, and determination. Liesl brings intelligence, persistence, and the heart of a mother who refuses to stop fighting. Put those qualities together, and I wouldn't want to be the person still trying to hide the truth about Cassius. Because if these two women keep pulling on the same thread, I have a feeling the entire web of WSB secrets could finally begin to unravel.